Ladies and gentlemen, please listen close. You stopped giving energy, and that's when they started running out of it. They thought they had you hooked. They thought they had your attention on a leash. They thought you would always react, always explain, always feed them with your focus. But the moment you pulled back, their power started leaking away, because the only reason they felt strong was because you were giving them your energy. Energy is the most expensive currency in the world. Not money, not fame, not clout, energy. And you were spending it on people who thrived on your reactions. You were fueling them every time you defended yourself, every time you argued, every time you explained. But the day you stopped was the day their empire started collapsing. Pause here with me for a second. If this is your first time here, subscribe right now. Like this video. Drop a comment and tell me how this message is hitting you. And to my loyal ones, my soldiers who keep showing up, I see you. I thank you. You are the backbone of this channel. You're not just listening. You're sharpening yourself into a weapon. And every time you return, you prove you're not weak. You're training your mind to be untouchable. Now, listen. People don't drain you because they're powerful. They drain you because you hand them the cord. They plug into you because you allow it. They pull energy because you keep pouring. And when you finally cut the cord, they panic. They scramble. They run out of oxygen because your energy was their oxygen all along. Look at history. Look at Muhammad Ali. They tried to strip him of his energy. They banned him from boxing for refusing the draft. They thought he'd collapse. They thought taking the ring away from him would silence him. But what did he do? He pulled his energy back from the system that tried to use him, and he redirected it into his beliefs, his principles, his voice. And when he came back, he wasn't weaker. He was stronger. The very same people who mocked him, doubted him, tried to drain him, ended up watching him rise higher than ever. He stopped giving them his energy, and they ran out of theirs. This is the psychology most people never understand. Attention is energy. Reaction is energy. Anger is energy. When you give it away, you weaken yourself. When you withhold it, you become untouchable. The mind feeds on what it receives. If you starve your enemies of your energy, they starve themselves into irrelevance. Think about it. Every time you respond to disrespect, you're feeding the disrespect. Every time you argue with lies, you're keeping the lie alive. Every time you chase after someone who mistreats you, you're giving them fuel. But when you stop, when you withdraw, when you redirect your energy inward, they lose. They don't just lose you. They lose the very power they thought they had. And here's where the shift happens. Your energy is like fire. You can use it to burn yourself out feeding everyone else's darkness. Or you can use it to light your own path, your own vision, your own future. When you stop wasting it on them, you start feeding it into you. And that's when you grow faster than they can keep up. That's when you become something they can't reach. Look at Nelson Mandela. 27 years in prison. They thought they had broken him. They thought they drained him dry. But while they had his body locked up, they couldn't touch his energy. He refused to give it to them. He preserved it. He built it. He sharpened it. And when he came out, he wasn't empty. He was overflowing. He was so powerful that the same system that tried to crush him had no choice but to bow to him. He didn't waste his energy on bitterness. He didn't waste it on petty revenge. He directed it into vision, into leadership, into freedom, and the world felt it. You need to understand this in your own life. People can take things from you. They can take time. They can take resources. They can even take moments of peace. But the one thing they can't take, unless you give it, is your energy. And when you protect it, you hold the ultimate weapon. This is why silence works. This is why walking away works. This is why not responding is more powerful than any argument, because you stop giving energy, and suddenly they're left standing there, swinging at shadows. Their punches land on air. Their games collapse because the player they depended on isn't playing anymore. When you move this way, people start realizing the truth. You were the source of the light. You were the one fueling the connection. You were the one holding everything together. And when you cut your energy off, they see their own weakness. And weakness exposed is a pain no words can describe. Let me burn this into your mind. You are the prize. You are the power source. Without you, they have nothing to pull from. And when you stop giving them energy, life forces them to face themselves. That's the one opponent they can never defeat.